I don't think that PSN account thing requirement is such a big deal, you know? Not a problem at all. Wait, why are you so far away?
Don't worry about it. Holy fuck, here we go. Dear Sony, what the fuck is up with you?
Are you outside of your mind?
You're like the annoying ex-girlfriend that sees me happy with somebody else and you just can't take it. You need to send them jealous texts saying I better talk to you or you won't let me see them again. Seriously, I never thought that I would see the day where I see a multi-million-dollar company act like a fucking stalker. If you don't have a clue about what I'm saying, don't worry, I'll tell you everything you need to know. You've probably heard of Helldivers 2, I mean, it's fucking everywhere. Well, Sony, the publisher of the game, has decided that after 3 months, PC players will need a PlayStation account to continue playing the game. This is a requirement, by the way. It's not optional.
I don't see the problem. Just make a PSN account and you can continue playing.
Brother, I don't have a damn PSN account for a reason. There are actually 3 reasons as to why this is very fucked up. For starters, they claim that they're doing this for safety reasons, because, you know, PSN is such a secure network. Obviously, this is bullshit. They just want access to your PC's data so they can fuck around with it. Secondly, how desperate are you to get more PSN account holders? Because you forcing people to have one after playing a game for 3 months is one step away from kidnapping my dog and threaten to kill him if I don't sign up. I'm all for platform diversity. If you want to pick PS5 or Xbox, by all means do so, but if you're on PC, then why the fuck do I need a PlayStation account? That's the equivalent of forcing PlayStation and Xbox players to have a fucking Steam account that they will never use. Like, bro, I got a PS4 solely for the purpose of playing Shadow of the Colossus and Bloodborne, since, you know, you guys keep that shit locked in your darkest dungeon. How fucking stupid is it that it's 2024 and Bloodborne still can't get a stable 30 FPS on a PlayStation 5? You know what? I'm just gonna cut my Bloodborne rent right here, because otherwise I'll just conjure up every insult under the sun. So far, the reasons for forcing people to get a PSN account have been safety for players, despite the numerous data breaches you've had, and a desperate attempt to get more PSN users who do not need a PSN account at all. But the third reason as to why I'm so pissed off and just couldn't hold it anymore is the fact that a lot of countries don't have PSN, which means that millions of players who have been playing Helldivers 2 for the last 3 months are fucked.
Oh, but they stated that a PSN account was gonna probably be a requirement since the beginning.
Dude, then why the fuck did they allow people that can't get access to a PSN account to buy the game? Like, what does Sony expect these people to do? They legally can't get a PSN account. Surely Sony isn't incentivizing players to do something illegal, right? The fucking worst part is that they haven't even confirmed if they're gonna get refunds for the people who can't play the game anymore. Like, can you imagine this? You bought a game, you played it for 3 months, and then bam, the publisher bans you and then doesn't give you your money back. That just can't be legal. Also, if you give them a refund, it would be the equivalent of booting someone out of a party because of the color of their shirts and then throwing their drink out with them. I'm lucky that I can get a PSN account,
Even though I won't.
but if I couldn't and the game got refunded, it would leave a very sour taste in my mouth. Leave it to publishers in 2024 to fuck up any game that has a remote chance of success after breaking loads of cool records. Like, my main 2 problems with Helldivers 2 was the anti-cheat and the fact that a few bugs happen in new content drops, but I can live with that. After all, the game is much cheaper than your average AAA title, it's very well optimized, and it runs and looks incredible. It's very fun solo and even more so with your friends. And despite me hating microtransactions, I feel that the way that Arrowhead implemented them in this game is pretty fair. Which brings me to my last point. This isn't Arrowhead's fault. I've seen quite a few videos where people are saying, I don't understand why the devs would do this. Well, you don't understand it because they're not doing it. They're just really unlucky because their drive and their passion for creating a great game is not something that most modern publishers give a shit about. I mean, they literally went out of their way to say that, yes, the negative reviews that the game has gotten in the last 24 hours is massively helping them negotiate with Sony. So now, Sony is being presented with over 100,000 angry customers overnight. The developer for the game is also saying they don't want this, which is probably why it was delayed for 3 months in the first place. So if Sony decides to go through with this, it will be the biggest middle finger to the entire gaming industry. I just don't get why you would force such a shitty concept onto the devs you work with and by extension punish the players. There are so many other ways this could have been implemented, like if you link your PSN account, then you can get like a special cape or a special armor that you can only get through this method. Just doing something that promotes cooperation between your brand and the game devs, and by extension your relationship with the players. Show them that your service gives them something that they actually care about. now. Don't just force it onto everyone and then be surprised when we're all pissed. You're talking to a community where hundreds of thousands of players unite to take and defend planets, and you think we're not gonna stand up to your greed? Think twice, bitch. Don't fuck with the Helldivers.